The Art of Fearlessness. Shout out to Alex the Virgo, or just Virgo. He just go by Virgo now. I know these videos don't get really a lot of views because it's kind of far off from the type of content I do, but I don't know. I'm just a motivational person. I'm just a introspective kind of person, and he has a lot of videos like that really make you dig in and think within yourself with these video essays that he does. So shout out to Virgo. I'm gonna react to this one and throw it up, see what happens. So let's get to it.
Well, man, because I think the greatest fear that we face is ourselves. Actually, I think
Indeed.
it's not anything that's external or anything that's superficial. I think the greatest fear you face is yourself, because we all have dreams, and it's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have, and it's scarier still to say, okay, I want that. It's scary because you're afraid that if you put your heart and soul into it and you fail, then how are you going to feel about yourself?
You can start over.
So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else,
For yourself.
but for yourself.
Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Anything I'm afraid of, I confront it. It's a sign of victory. I always believe that adversity or nervousness, it like pretty much catapulted me into success. I have to have these feelings to fight. Without them, I would never go in the ring.
What is your deepest fear, young man?
Why you keep saying that? What's your deepest fear? What
Our
that
deepest fear is that we are inadequate.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our
It's not that we're
deepest
inadequate.
fear is that we are
It's even fear
powerful
that we're
beyond
powerful
measure.
beyond measure.
It is our
There we
light,
go.
not our darkness, that most
Yeah.
frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we
Yep.
let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Fear. False evidence appearing real. We all have.
He should have got a. I don't know if he got an award for that, but she definitely should have, because that was based on a true story. Him, I don't know if Samuel Jackson or that actor got an award for that, but them two specifically definitely should have got an actor, like best male lead, and then like best supporting male lead, like for sure.
Fears, I suppose. Some have fears about what others think about them and become crippled with it so much that they end up doing nothing at all. Others fear their own potential and are quite literally scared of themselves. But see, if you're anything like me, you would know that truly there is nothing to fear at all. And if anything, the only thing to fear is the fear of not reaching your own potential. It's kind of funny though. Fear is like the old cliche school bully. It's so big and bad, and so many are intimidated by it, and nobody really ever has the courage to stand up to it. But then there's always that one person who just doesn't see what others see about the bully. They are able to look in the eye and go toe to toe and conquer it. Those people are the ones who understand the art of fearlessness, an art in which I will teach you. But before we do that, please go subscribe to my second channel, which is my commentary channel, where I'll be talking about stuff like, what I'm saying, why Young Thug's album is trash, why BBLs are actually killing women, or the public.
Nah, I saw that album cover, that Young Thug album cover. I was like, nah, I don't even know if I'm gonna tune in on that one. Like, what are you doing, bro? And then like it was some song where he just kept saying nigga, 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 like hard, like not nigga, he was saying hard R, like throughout the entire like last 15 seconds of the song. Like, I don't know, shit weird to me. I don't get it. It ain't for me.
Epidemic. I don't know. That's just gonna be a more lighthearted and more consistent channel, obviously, because it's a lot easier to get those uploads out. But anyways, though, yeah, pin comment, go check out that channel. But with that though, let me explain the art of fearlessness. It was July 16th, 1975, and a young Sabrina Jackson gave birth to a boy. She named him Curtis and suited him well. Sabrina was a well-known drug dealer involved in Queens, Jamaica, New York. It was the height of the
50 Cent
crack
moms.
epidemic, and she was well respected in the streets. Curtis saw this and took it in, as all children do. But see, being a drug dealer, while it commands respects, it allows a flashy lifestyle and financial freedom, it also comes at the cost of your safety, freedom, and mental health. And Sabrina was not above this. Because at the age of 8, Curtis woke up one morning and saw the news that his mother's body had been left unconscious in a burning building that was set on fire. And while there was no foul play or official suspect identified, the streets knew that she had been shot, most likely due to something drug related. And it was here that Curtis instantly changed and learned a valuable life lesson, one that he would carry for the rest of his life. Tomorrow is not promised. Any day you can leave this earth. And more importantly, nobody's coming to save you.
There's no love in the streets. I don't understand how like the streets got like a code. How you expect niggas to keep up with an honor code and they live in a life of sin and dishonesty and sliming people out. Like, them people that set her up probably knew her, or they probably was her enemies and just was jealous that she was taking over all their territory, taking over their blocks. Like, you know, it's a nasty world. It's a dog eat dog world. The world is already a dog eat dog world, but that world is even worse. And it only leads to prison or death, no matter how much bricks you flip, no matter how much birds you flip, no matter how many peas you done shipped. Like, that death or that jail time is going to come for you unless you get out of the life. The smart ones got out of the life and never went back to it. Salute to them.
Never ran from anything because I never had nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going, home to get me. Ain't nobody there. I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself.
And with Curtis realizing he didn't just want to live the rest of his life in the projects, he started to think about more than just his environment. He wanted nice things. He wanted to be somebody, and he didn't just want to live a normal rat race job anymore. So at the ripe age of 12, not too long after the death of his mother, he decided to follow in her footsteps.
Hit the streets at 12.
He roamed doing
Wicked.
street deals and actually started to create a name for himself. And by the time he was 19, he was already operating a whole business out of his grandparents' house. But the house would get raided and he would shortly be arrested soon after and would be
Why do niggas always trap out of granny crib? Like, ever since I was young, like, niggas always trying to trap out of a granny crib. Like, that's supposed to be the least suspecting. Niggas been doing that since the 70s. You know the boys gonna come. They gonna come to granny's house. That's now granny's house is the first place they go to. Like, that was never a good place to trap out of.
To 3 to 9 years, but ended up only serving 6 months. After getting out, he realized he wanted to change. It was time to transform. And he realized he wanted to start rapping, as most niggas do when they get out of jail. So he changed his name to 50 Cent, a way to symbolize change. And it was here he started to gain a buzz in New York. It was mainly for his smooth deliveries and his mixtapes that were full of remixes of popular songs. And it was around this time where he recorded his first album titled The Power of a Dollar, which had the infamous song How to Rob. He got signed to Columbia Records shortly after due to this buzz, and was set to drop this same year. But then, in a symbolic fashion, the same as his mom, his past came back to haunt him. Because one night, when he was by his trunk getting something out of his car, he was shot 9 times over a past beef right in front of his grandparents' home. He was rushed to the hospital, and people were unsure if he was gonna make it. Somehow, though, he pulled through. He was hospitalized, and his label and fear of him being a liability dropped him immediately. Speaking of getting shot, if you don't want to get shot, go subscribe to my second channel, Virgo commentary. Eventually, though, he recovered.
Promote that
second
second
go
channel.
Back into hiding, as he didn't want the people who did this to him to find him and complete
finish
the job.
him off.
So he found a producer / manager named Shaw Money that was really interested in him as a talent, who just got a house in the suburbs, and he started hiding out at his
in the
crib,
Poconos, I believe,
for hours, talk about visions, and he would start recording. And it was in this time away from the hood, in a more safe environment, 50 was able to fully explore his talents. Although he now had a more harsh and raspy throat due to being shot in the mouth, he learned to use his voice as an instrument and lean into the imperfections of it. And he started to realize the last thing he should do is fade away, as he's seen so many do before him after going through something in the streets. He instead realized he had 2 choices: either be crippled by the fear of death and quietly disappear and not go after the future he wanted, or realize death is inevitable and today is good as any other day to die. As you know, he chose the former. He started taking rap really serious again and dropped mixtapes, remixes, and songs that were messages to the people who shot him, taunting them. This was unheard of at the time, and 50 started to become one of the biggest underground New York names at this time. It was said that these same mixtapes you would hear being played all throughout New York if you walked up and down the street, and it gained so much of a buzz that even Eminem took note and eventually went on to sign 50. And whenever it was time to shoot his first album under Shady Aftermath, he decided to name it around the same philosophy that I said he chose earlier: get rich
or die trying. Iconic album. One of my favorite albums growing up, one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. Had bangers on it. Like, the album cover is just iconic. Like, he might have came up like doing the trolling and dissing people, talking shit and all of that, but that was really his first body of work where it was like, all right, this is 50. Like, no pun intended, but like, this is the 50 now. This is like the culmination of everything that 50 is, even up to this day. It reflects the businessman that we know today, and it reflects the gangster that we knew in the past. That's tough.
This is the same album with that infamous song titled Many Men.
Many men wish death upon me, blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see.
And 50, after the release of this
I'm
album,
trying to be who I'm destined to be, but niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in the nigga for fucking with me. My Mac on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I come and take your life away. Like, come on, man.
skyrocketed. I
Come
mean, he was in
on.
commercials, shoes, games, and went on to have a successful career that is still reaching new levels and demographics till this day. But that's not what I want to highlight. Look at 50's philosophy for life and how he approaches problems. It's not that he isn't ever scared, but he doesn't let that get in the way of what he wants to do.
There's more ruthless people in the business world and in the street.
There's nothing worse than being someone who spent hours, even when you're off the clock at home, studying your company's reports. But when your boss asks for that information, you always let someone else provide it first. That person probably hasn't put in nearly the work that you have, but they're also not afraid to be wrong. So when your boss looks at this person, she sees someone who is active, who's participating, who seems passionate. When she looks at you, she doesn't know what to think. Maybe she doesn't think anything at all. It's not fair, but that person with their hand always up is going to get promoted before you. They're going to get an office before you. They're going to leverage their promotion to a better paying job at a competitor before you even get a raise. You were better trained, better prepared, but you didn't let the world see that because you were scared.
See, 50 was never the best marketer, lyricist, but he always had grit and confidence in himself to do whatever. And that's what sets him apart. Most people don't have the confidence in themselves to take the next step or to go, this is mine, I'm taking this, and I don't care how none of y'all feel about me getting this. But 50, who felt like he didn't have many people in this world anyways who cared about him, never really had that problem.
I thought I was ready in 97, and I didn't have a major record company marketing to promote my project until 2003.
Right.
You know, so for that time period, I had to run on my own energy. I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it, regardless of how people felt at that time. What it does is it made me feel like there's gonna be points that people are gonna mistake my confidence for arrogance because they don't understand the process I went through and how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen.
If you can take anything from 50, realize that it's all on you. You don't have to be the best. You don't even have to not be scared. But it's more of, what will you do with that? Those who are courageous and strong are ones who look in the face of fear and walk right through it, because they soon realize that fear is nothing but a figment of their imagination. I appreciate y'all so much for the love. Virgo, as y'all all know, go check out my second channel. I know I gotta keep spamming that. With that, I'll see you on the next one. Love, I appreciate it.
Indeed. Well, yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, right? So you already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.